This week, we're fishing with Grant Hartman and his captain, Arturo. Inshore near Cabo San Lucas, we're going to be catching jacks, roosterfish, snappers, all with the guys from Baja Anglers. Stay tuned for Fish the Baja.
There you go. Nice job. What a fish, man.
Fish the Baja, presented by Ono. This week on Fish the Baja, we're with Grant Hartman of Baja Anglers. Grant has been down here in Cabo San Lucas for 15 years and really knows these waters and is an excellent light tackle and fly fisherman. We're going to be catching roosters and snappers, all on light tackle. This is going to be so fun.
Well, I lived in mainland Mexico 15 years, and when my father passed away, it just didn't seem the same anymore. So some friends of mine, Terry Gunn, offered me to come over here and start Baja Anglers, so it was right timing. You know, it was a great decision.
Well, I look up to these guys. I think the world of these guys.
Baja Anglers, my three captains, Alex, Arturo, and Osorio, could take out fly fishermen from all over the world, light tackle fishermen, and give them a full, beautiful guided day service, you know. These guys truly fly fish or light tackle fish, and they're excellent at it, you know. Their skills are exceeded mine. They're great guys.
Most of the guys that come fishing are conservative.
But who knows?
The problem with the liberals want somebody else to catch their fish, and then they're just going to take it from them. Grant and I have to catch our own fish.
When you get off the beach and on a boat in the Baja, it's a totally new perspective of what's out there.
Everybody's got their own little deal for tying. You can tie a loop or you can tie on tight.
I two-way, fishing IGFA, or tie a Palomar knot. Palomar knot, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Right, tied to the hook.
Right to the hook. It's double line over the hook.
Okay.
And it's the only 100% knot there is.
Yeah.
All the loop knots are break.
And it's so simple. You gotta love that too. I've been using it for this braid to mono.
This is what I really have to think. You can't survive a snap test. The fly doesn't. The knot doesn't stay.
Yeah.
So you can tie all the knots you want, but if you don't, you can't survive that serious snap test. Because that's what breaks you off.
I'd eat that. It's salt.
Good job.
We provide, I think it's the only true light tackle and fly fishing experience there is. And I've trained all my guides. I spent the last, 15 years training my guides to fly fish just like me and to light tackle fish. So when you go out there, you would get to use a rod just like I would use it, or take you. So we grab a bass rod and reel, spectral line, or regular mono, go out there and you cast topwater ploppers to roosterfish, jacks, sierras. We have big spinning rods that we use on marlin. And you cast your own baits. We don't cast that for you. So if a marlin, we tease up a marlin, bring them up, and then you basically pitch it out there. You got to watch the bite. You set the hook and you land the fish. We don't do any of that for you. I think that's a huge service that we provide to you. And it's the same with fly. You know, you come down here, you feel at ease because you know that these guys fly fish over 250 days a year. They're not some pongero that learned on his own. They had me to teach them and show them all the tricks of the trade. And so they go out, they've taken that and have excelled my skills and become great fly fishermen and light tackle anglers.
Let's go talk to him. All right, we're gonna go.
Good job, man.
You know, one of the things I really like about Grant Hartman, although he's a light tackle and fly fisherman, he's willing to fish live bait, and sometimes in the Baja, that's what it's going to take, is fishing live bait. And he's not such a purist that he won't do it.
I was here in January, fishing in the evening, surf casting with a topwater plug. Saw just a bait jump. Nothing had been happening. I just saw one little sardina come out, and I ran as hard as I could, made a long cast, Dorado off the beach.
Wasn't that the coolest thing
I
ever?
mean, and it was one of my things. I really wanted to do it, and it's cool you can do it right here. Oh, amazing.
I love Baja.
Years ago, when I lived in mainland Mexico, I didn't need to tease fish. I was fishing mostly myself, and I just go up to bait pods, cast out, catch fish. It was a lot of fun. When I started Baja Anglers, people didn't have the skills that I had. You know, they were trout fishermen or just starting saltwater fishing. Nobody really saltwater fished that much back then in the Pacific. So I had to come up with a way to get these fish in close so guys could catch them. So I started tying on poppers, dead baits, live baits, and we'd bridle them up without hooks. And we started bringing the fish close. And over the years, teasing's been our job. That's what we specialize in. So even when you're light tackle fishing, a lot of times we'll tease the fish in close so you can get them with yourself. So teasing is everything, you know, and it's what I think really defines our business over anybody else.
Ooh, nice snapper, brother.
Yeah, bud.
Good Colorado. Whoa! Nice fish.
Oh, okay, just go around the circle. Okay.
But it's the pliers. The man's
It's the
saw.
pliers. I can't use these ones. Put my hand on this. So pretty.
What a fish. Alex, you think that's it?
Yeah, let's get a picture. He's really nice. Look at the fins. So gorgeous. Just watching them come up and eat, though, that's the best thing. You're gonna be doing this, we'll do this little segment, you're gonna get bit.
What we're trying to do is drag big snappers out of these rocks on light tackle. It was a hoot.
Ah! I knew you were getting in those rocks. Son of a gun.
It's tough to get them out. I mean, this is fun on light tackle, trying to yank them out of here, but they are so powerful.
I use glacier bait catamarans, 26 feet. When we started this business, my business partner said, pick the boats you want. I could have picked Bertrams, I could have picked anything, but I picked these boats because they're fast, they're stable, there's no rocking in them. You can go through waves at 30, 40 miles an hour, and it cuts through the wave, and there's no slamming. They're just an incredible fishing platform, and that's what I picked, and I think it's the best decision I ever made. They're absolutely incredible boats.
So we're fishing along, and wouldn't you know, Grant hooks up the first rooster fish, and it is a nice one. This is a great light tackle fishery, and Grant is one of the best guys down here at getting people to use light tackle. A lot of people use real heavy tackle. These fish can be very tough, but it's open water, and catching them on light tackle is really fun. They can reach 4 feet in length and weigh over 100 pounds. The record in Cabo is like 112 pounds, so you never know what you're going to get down here. But you've got plenty of room, and the light tackle is plenty to get them with. This fish rip and drag coming to the boat, and very, very tough, and Grant gets him in fine fashion on light tackle. Great species down here in Cabo.
The jack. She's not that big.
So gorgeous. Awesome. Yes. So great to see that.
Get that hook out. Yeah, baby! Woo!
The coloring of these fish, and they fade a little bit when they come out, but they're
Aren't they incredible?
spectacular. And then all that,
Most beautiful fish in the world. Look at that bucket mouth on them.
I mean, it can just open up and bite your thumb. But
There you go, sweetie.
pretty.
Right him over.
I'll take some slime on that one.
Welcome back to Fish the Baja. Today we're fishing with Grant Hartman of Baja Anglers with some great action.
June fishing spectacular. It's big roosterfish, jacks, cabera snappers. There's just usually a lot of action. You get a warm water, cold water meeting. A lot of bait fish stack up, a lot of fish in there. It was a little slower fishing that day. We still caught some fish. We had a lot of fun catching cabera snapper on really light bass rods and reels, spectra line, bringing in those big fish out of those rocks. You wouldn't believe it if you weren't there, you know? You just wouldn't believe it. It was a great day.
You know, the cool thing with Grant, fishing a light tackle like he does things that you shouldn't do. You know, you shouldn't be able to yank big snapper out of the rocks on light tackle, but it's so fun to do that. Everybody comes in here with heavy tackle and you could just yank them out with a boat, but getting a 15-pound snapper to the boat on a light rod with spectra, that's really fun. It just gives you a whole nother sense of accomplishment to pull a big fish away from what's going to surely break you off on light tackle. And these fish are beautiful. When they come to the boat, you can't believe how colorful they are. We would call them a red snapper in the States. They call them Pargo Colorado down here, which means colorful. And they're absolutely gorgeous. A few different species of snappers down here in Cabo. This one, really beautiful red. And just gorgeous. You can't believe how colorful they are when you get them out of the boat, out of the water, and into the boat. Amazing fish.
Okay. Oh, nice one. Everybody's horning these out with huge tackle, but
Nice fish, man. All right. Way to go. Woo! Let's get another one, man. Get that hook. Help me with that hook, would you?
I'll do it with my little wimpy pliers, not the band style.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well,
Beautiful fish.
I hate to say it, but this is our dinner tonight. We are keeping the sky.
That's all right. You know, catching them like this, no problem.
Woo!
I came down first morning with Wes, and I'm like, what is that? And I throw a big splasher, that one, pop up, and the water humps up like this high, 5 foot wide, all red, mouth going, He's like, stop it. I'm like, no, I just want to watch him throw on, and I got about 10 feet from where it was going to come out of the water. Stop it.
Yeah, as soon as you stop at the
Oh, yeah.
so that's the trick to snap
Just
it.
watching him mow on that, all these red mouths.
We've had 50 to 100 coming after at a time.
Guy walks in my store, you basically get good service. Like I want to be treated. That's why I started Baja Anglers. Because I started a business basically how I want to be treated when I go fishing. I don't want somebody to take me out that doesn't really care that I'm there. You know? I don't want to walk in a place and be ignored. You know, I want to feel like this is a lifelong dream for me. You know, this is special for me.
Ya no van a comer, eh? Oops, sorry. He's all the way down with that. He'll be fine.
Now I got jack slime. Can you get slime 5 or no?
Always, brother.
Oh, I splashed my head with that.
I have a camera with a bag, basically. It's just a plastic bag fitting over this camera.
Here we are fishing in the shadow of the old lighthouse here in Cabo San Lucas and yanking these big snapper out of the rocks. And they are tough. Just amazing how powerful they are. You think they're going to be much larger than they are, and they're just a powerful, powerful fish. To the boat, and lo and behold, my bait topped up, my live bait. You know, we're all about saving the planet here at Fish the Baja, so we're gonna get this piece of live bait, put it back in the live well, and use it again. Grant was thrilled about that. So, but nice fish. These fish are tough. Getting the hooks out of them is tough. Really hard now. It took a couple pairs of pliers to do it. It was so amazing. This one a little different color. Probably not the Fargo, Colorado, but more of a dog food. I was about to release it, and the mate's thinking dinner. I want to have something to eat tonight. And we would never really keep a big snapper. We let those go, but this is a good eating size, and so we put that one in the live well for later.
I actually asked my little girl permission if I could fish, and she was crying last night. And I go, I'm going to fish tomorrow, honey. I know I promised you. And she was crying, and she was hugging me, and I said, so she says, it's okay. Yeah, she's a sweet little girl.
Well, 2 years ago, I took out a group of professional photographers, and we talked about their trip the night before, and I'd never done this before. And one of the guys was Mark Monticello, and he's a wonderful human being. Anyway, Mark says, asked me if I want to go in the water with him. And I have a camera with a bag, basically. It's just a plastic bag fitting over this camera. And I said I'd love to. So we went out to the fishing grounds. We were at Golden Gate Banks. And the first time I jumped in without fins. And it went ballistic. It was the most beautiful, incredible underwater scenery you've ever seen in your life. There's whales coming all around you. There's marlin darting in the bait balls. There's sea lions, and from that moment on, you haven't been able to pull me out of the water. And it's my true love. And come around November, December, I'm probably more in the water in a day than I am out of the water.
Grant is all about fishing. He loves to shoot underwater. He's great at doing that, but at the end of the day, he really wants to catch a fish on the fly.
Bait alone. You cast so it's just in front of the bait, and I'll yank the bait out.
Okay. To the right, no, just
To
in
the
front?
right just a little bit, but you can't cast beyond.
Okay,
So you cast one too many times. All you need to be ready to pick up one time
okay,
and drop it. Accuracy is more important than distance.
okay.
Fishing with Grant is fantastic. He will live bait fish, he'll light tackle fish. I think his forte really is fishing on the fly. And so that's what we wanted to do at the end of the day. He asked me, hey, you want to catch a fish on the fly? And I really did. He is fantastic at teasing fish to the boat within fly casting range. Now, I got a little too excited and couldn't get a cast out there. But it wasn't because of what he did, it was me not being able to get a cast off. But next time, we'll have some roosters on the fly.
People in Baja are absolutely incredible. Very generous, helping. It's an incredible place. Then I have just a wide variety of fish at my doorstep. I can go fishing out the Pacific for snook. I can go to the East Cape and walk the beaches for roosterfish. I can go straight out here in a quarter mile, a half mile offshore. I can be into marlin or tuna or dorado or sailfish or wahoo. It's just diverse species that are around Cabo and diverse fishing, and there's just too much fun here. You can go snorkeling in Cabo Pulmo, snorkeling 30 miles in the ocean with the marlin and whales, or the sharks. And it's just an incredible place to be. It's the most incredible place on the planet, I think. I love being here.